What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Golf DFS Forecast presented by LineStar. I am Trevor Pitzel, and it is playoff time. Playoffs. You got to do it right. You got to do it. It's just one of those things that you have to do anytime you say playoffs. Anyway, guys, hope you had an awesome week. Thank you for returning to the forecast. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all those good things because we want to build the best freaking PGA DFS show possible. And hey, your suggestions are so welcome. So let's go. Now, we got a great show for you. We're going to do a little recap of the Wyndham. I'm going to give you the best Alex Stewart Smalley impression. And you got to stick around to find out which punt play both LineStar golf analysts are predicting to have a good weekend. So we got a hot show. So let's kick right into it. But before we do, this is the FEDEX St. Jude Championship, and St. Jude is an amazing organization helping sick children and their families. I have two beautiful daughters. If they were ever to get sick, it is comforting to know that there's an organization like St. Jude out there. So folks, when you win some money this weekend at DFS, betting props, whatever, it would be awesome if you threw a little bit back to St. Jude. So with that, let's get on to a little recap of the Wyndham. What a crazy tournament. I love that it's down to the top 70. JT, final hole of the tournament, needs to chip in. It's going, and then it doesn't go in. That was so gutting. Whether you like JT or not, that was rough. But then to think that guys like Justin Thomas, Shane Lowry, and Adam Scott aren't in the playoff, it is absolutely crazy. So what a weekend. And now it's time for the T3 and transparency therapy. So I always say short-term memory. But Siwoo never again in one of my lineups. Are you kidding me? This guy was in the ultimate playing conditions all weekend long and could not do a thing. It was irritating. So Siwoo Kim was one of my big plays. He made the cut, but didn't really do anything. Then there was Alex Stewart Smalley. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. Gosh darn it, people like me. Not when you miss 4 foot, 6 foot, and 10-foot putts for birdie on the back nine to miss the cut. I wasn't even thinking about this guy missing the cut, and then he couldn't do anything. It was unbelievable. So Alex Stewart Smalley, shout out though to Sia Najad. That was a great recommendation of Alex Stewart Smalley. Now the good news, we had two fantastic teed up players. Cam Davis came through like a maniac. T7, tons of scoring, and of course, the Gate City Play of the Week, Steven Yeager, that locomotive going through the tournament, had a little meltdown. Posts, play being suspended, cost me a top Euro bet. But for DFS purposes, had an awesome weekend. So pretty solid weekend all around. But we're going to do better. We are going to do better this weekend. So now, let's move on to the FedEx Cup playoffs. The St. Jude. Here we go. We are at TPC Southwind in Memphis, Tennessee. We got a par 70, just over 7,200 yards. We've got Bermuda greens once again. Georgia fairways. I don't really know what that means. I think it's nice and fluffy and really easy to hit off of. So there you go. You got your Georgia fairways. Just wanted to say Georgia. It's an awesome word. Now, the most important thing to know, though, there is water and sand everywhere. This course is beckoning for big numbers. So, what are we looking for this weekend? Fairways and greens, baby. Yeah. Nice analysis, Trevor. There you go. Paid the big bucks because of that. No, but seriously, you truly want to be hitting off the fairway or close to it because this is a huge second shot course. Trouble lurking everywhere. So going wayward off the tee is no bueno. So bomb and gouge? No, we're not doing it at this course. So I'm looking for fairways and greens, accurate drivers, and then amazing second shot guys. So ball striking. Ball striking is a premium. Now putting, Yes, you want good putters, especially on Bermuda, but we've seen some guys who aren't good putters spike here. Like Willie Z last year won this bad thing. He's not a good putter. Colin Morikawa was 5th last year. Not a good putter. But you want guys who can have those spike putting weeks and just scoring machines. Now, you don't need a guy to finish T10 and just have like a decent weekend. You could have a guy finish 43rd and just be a birdie, maybe a couple eagles, just a machine out there, and then just has a couple wayward holes. So finishing position, always important, but scoring way more important this weekend because it's a no-cut event. So you get these guys for all 4 days. So guys that we are looking into, we're going to go through prices. We're going to get to the teed 3 and that awesome punt play that Ryan Humphreys and I are looking at. And speaking of Ryan, he's got this awesome newsletter right here, folks. So you can see the newsletter on LineStarApp.com. It's right here. Make sure to check it out. Tons of great nuggets on there. And I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you, you still have an opportunity to get 3 free days, a free trial on the LineStar app. And it's Wednesday, so this is the perfect time while you are building all your lineups for the weekend. So make sure to check that out. Now, if you go to the LineStarApp.com, which is where I am currently, you've got all this great information. Now, I've got the projections up. I've got the salaries because what I want to do is I'm going to go through the price tiers, and then we're going to get to the teed 3 and our very special play of the weekend as well. So when we go into salary, we're going to go all the way up top. And who we got? Scotty Scheffler. So we will start from $12,000 to $10,000 in this range. I mean, is Scotty a good play? Of course he is. I mean, the guy's a tee to green monster, but he's not a great putter. And I don't want to be tilting every freaking Scheffler putt this weekend when I could go $1,000 cheaper and get Jon Rahm, who I think has got just as good of an opportunity to win this tournament. And he's been playing great golf. We haven't seen him since the Open, so you kind of forget about him. But it's Jon freaking Rahm. So here at LineStarApp.com, I'm liking these guys. So bam, bam, bam. You can see that. So you can go through and like as well. And then you can utilize the optimizer, which is, I'll fly over here. And then you just click on the old optimizer button. You can do all your settings, whatever you want to do. Then just click optimize. I only do 6 lineups because I pretty much do like 6 to 8 lineups a weekend. I'm not a 150 person guy. I'm not a 20 guy. I'm about 6 to 8. So I usually just do 6 and then I'll kind of tinker with those. But your player pool will always be right here, all the guys that you like. And one thing to note, always make sure before you optimize, and this is a simple thing, but I messed this up. Last week I had a sick lineup, sick. But I kept Kevin Yu in my player pool. I didn't like Kevin Yu, but I kept him in my player pool. And then when I optimized, he was in my highest projected lineup. And I was like, is this a sign? Maybe I should do it. And I kept him in, and he killed an awesome lineup. So just make sure before you optimize that you do go through your projections and make sure that you knock some guys out. So in this high stakes range, I'm going Rahm, I'm going Hovland, I'm going Scheffler. Those are the guys I'm playing. Xander's been kind of blah. Rory's awesome, obviously, but if anything, I'm going to go up for Scheffler. I'm going to go down for Rahm. So I think Rahm is my guy. Then we get down to the 9K range. You got Cantlay to Morikawa. Not going to play Cantlay, but I love Hatton. I love Fowler. I love Fleetwood, and I love Morikawa, which is weird because that guy, I have such a love-hate relationships with Kawa. The dude has won me some good money, but he also has broken my heart so many times. But I'm going to go back to him. Fleetwood been playing great. Hatton playing great. Fowler playing great. And while you're going through all these guys, you can actually click on their player cards, which is pretty sweet, and you can see how they've been doing. So I'm on Terrell Hatton right now. In purple, that was their projected scores. Blue is what they actually scored. So you could see that he is scoring above his projection the majority of the time. So we love that guy. Then you're going to get some little nuggets. He's 3 for 3 made cuts on this course. That's always good. He's crushing it off the tee. You can see all these other amazing features as well. So definitely take a look. Look at this. Bam, 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 bam. All the way to strokes gains, golf info, last month, season. So a lot of great information that you can utilize here on the LineStarApp.com. So those are the player cards. I'm going to get off his. And then we're going to keep moving on with the charts. But also, for those of you that are on the website, I want to let you know, I throw in little nuggets as well. And we're getting great chats. Like you can, in the live chat, we've had some good conversations. We're trying to really build a community here at LineStar. So this is an awesome way to join into the community, throw out some little helpful nuggets, or tell us how you're doing on the weekends. We're a team, so we all want to win money together. And speaking of, if you win some money, throw a little at St. Jude. I mean, it couldn't hurt you. It's just going to make you a better person, better human being. So I'm loving Hatton, and I love Morikawa, and I threw a little nugget about Kawa. Second in approach, top 6 in all approach buckets. I'm talking 125 to 150, 150 to 175, and 175 to 200. He's 11th in fairways gains, 18th in birdie or better, and he had a top 5 here last year. So I am all over Morikawa this week for good or for bad. He is one of my guys. So let me get off this, and we're going to keep rolling down. We'll get through the rest of these little buckets here. Let's see, how do I? Oh, there we go. Just got to move that, Trevor. All right, here we go. Cruising through. Now we're going to get, so I love that 9,000 range. That's where I'm going to kind of live and breathe, the 9,000 range. Then we get to 8,000, and you go all the way from Jason Day to Sanjay, I believe. Yep, he's right there. Not a huge fan of this 8K range, but there's a couple guys I really like. I love Sam Burns, 8,100. He's one of those guys, he can just kill it for you. And you remember that it's 4 days. He gets all 4 days. So this guy is a great approach player. He's great putting. He loves Bermuda. So I'm definitely taking shots on Sam Burns. Wendy C, he's just had a magical season. I think he's going to finish strong. He's been playing amazing. There's no reason to doubt why he wouldn't finish strong and have a great tournament this weekend and the next 2 tournaments to come. He's also just a great approach player. He's been putting lights out, and he's great off the tee. So that's a nice little recipe for success. I'm also a big believer in Fitzpatrick, and I'm lukewarm on Tony, but I've put him in the like section thus far. Remember, it is only Wednesday. We could change things. That's another reason why to get on the old LineStarApp.com, because I'll constantly be updating things and throwing out some nuggets in the chat. And you can find me at T-Nutty DFS. Or T-Nutty Golf. Then we drop down to the 7K range. And I'll tell you what, somebody in this high 7K range is going to be my specialty play of the week, which last week was a good one. This week is a bad one. So you don't want to play this person. So stick around for that. But we've got Tom Kim. Tom Kim's a guy who I'm targeting big time. However, his ownership could get a little nuts. So I'm actually going to dip out of the optimizer. I still have it open, so I'm going to close that because I want to show you guys something. So bloop, we just close that. Now I'm in the middle. Hey, Trevor in the middle. Tom Kim, right here. Projected ownership, courtesy of us, 45%. I hope it doesn't get that high. I think he'll probably backpedal a little bit. He'll do a little and go backwards. And that's what I'm hoping, because he is the perfect guy for this course, and only 7,800. But if he's too chalky, I'm probably not going to play him. I learned my lesson with Denny McCarthy last year. Any of these guys that are just above average players, and then they're like uber chalk, I'm just going to avoid. And I loved Denny last week. I didn't think he'd be as crazy chalky as he was, but I guess I should have known better at $8,700. And how'd he do? Not well, Bob. Okay. So as we cruise down, I'm going to fly through 7K. Love Sepp Straka. Just look at this. Yep. Move me. 8th in the 2 most important statistical categories, in my opinion, for this tournament: strokes gained, approach, and fairways gained. 8th. So why wouldn't you play Sepp Straka? So I love that guy. Cruising down, Benny on. He's just been on a heater. He's going to keep it going. Cam Davis has been playing awesome. He's good on these short courses as well. He knows how to get off the driver. Grillo at 7,100, the way that dude's been playing. I mean, look, right here in value, 9.5x. So you can actually go to the value as well on here. So you've got all these awesome little categories that you can utilize on the website. So make sure to do that. Then we drop down to the 6K. Thing with the 6K this week, I think it's okay to go to the 6K range. Do you need to go there? Not necessarily, but remember, these are the top 70 players as of this year in the field. So you've got good guys, and you've got guys who can spike. So like Eric Cole at 6,900. I will be playing a lot of Eric Cole. That guy just never gets any respect, and he's just playing his brains out. Alex Stewart Smalley. But the play that Ryan Humphreys and I, both LineStar analysts, like, all the way down here at 6,400, Andrew Putnam. So we're both liking on Putnam. And, man, you can get some crazy lineups if you drop down to 6,400. And look at that. We've got good value at 8.8. The dude's got great history here, so he is definitely liked on mine. So those are your price tiers. So now, who are the teed-up players for this weekend? I will tell you what, we are going to start with my man. No, not John Rahm. I was going to say John Rahm because I love John Rahm and I'm going to be playing him a lot, but that's too easy. So T. Hatton, you're going to be my guy. You are in the T3, my friends. So we are going Hatton. We are going Colin Morikawa. Let's get it. Let's get it, boy. Get that ball striking going. Get those greens and regs. And let's just find that putter. Just enough of a putter. And then my third teed up player of the weekends, we're going Matty Fitzpatrick. I'm going back to him. He has hurt me. He has hurt me bad this year. But short-term memory, we're going back to Fitzpatrick. His ownership is going to be nil. Look at, we have him like 3% here. The guy has got great course history, and you know when he's on, he's on. And he gets 4 rounds, folks, and he can score. So those are my teed 3. And then the specialty play of the week, we're in Memphis, y'all. So it's barbecue, and it's the blues. And who is the king of the blues? Is B.B. King. So our B.B. King play of the week, a man who will have you singing the blues during this tournament, Russell Henley. Russell Henley, you are the B.B. King play of the week, so you will not be playing on any of my lineups, especially at 7,800. So that right there is my B.B. King play of the week. So folks, there you have it. That is your forecast for the FedEx St. Jude Championship playoff time. We are pumped. Don't forget to check out Ryan's newsletter here. Also, subscribe, like, comment. Who is your BB King play of the week? We want to see it here on the YouTube channel. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. Let's win some money. Then let's send some to St. Jude. Because after all, we're good enough. We're smart enough. Gosh darn it, people like us. Have a great weekend, y'all. Forecast.